Hey Dom, so I was thinking about getting the new iPhone. What do you think?
Absolutely not.
Hey Dom, so I was thinking maybe I should get the new Galaxy S.
No.
Hey Dom, guess what? I just bought the new iPhone.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? Dom here, and today I am going to talk about the reasons why you probably, absolutely, definitely don't need the latest smartphone. The industry's changed a lot since smartphones first came out. There used to be these big, grand events, these keynotes every year. Everyone was excited to see what the latest phone was going to do. The market isn't like that anymore. It's really changed, and it's kind of disappointing because every single year it seems like the only features that come on phones is maybe a little bit different design, bigger screen, more storage capacity, faster, and of course, the frickin' camera. Always the frickin' camera, which it makes sense. Cameras are just a numbers game. You can just keep going up and up and up with your numbers, and it's a better camera, just structurally. That's just the way it works. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But the market is stale right now. The market is very stale. And I blame that on the cell phone providers and their payment plans. AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, Sprint. I'm sure carriers outside of the US as well all have this thing where you can go spend 25, 35 bucks a month and have the latest phone. And that's great because it does allow people to update their technology at a lower price. But that's telling the cell phone manufacturers that they don't really have to do anything anymore. Back in the days when phones were coming out with bigger and better features, it was a $300, $400, maybe upwards of $1,000 investment that you had to make with probably a contract renewal. But that's not there anymore. The industry is different. And this difference is telling the cell phone manufacturers, all we gotta do is just pump up the numbers and that's it. And people buy them. And the sacrifice is we aren't seeing the same innovation we used to see. But now you're putting all this time and all this energy into your phone, and it's not even something that you actually own. You're making payments on it. Then when the new phone comes out, you trade that phone in for the cell phone companies to resell or refurbish, and you're getting a new phone that you still don't own. Whenever I buy phones, sure, I do the payment plan thing. I think it's a good idea, but pay off your phone, then go get a new phone and make sure it's a phone that you absolutely need, that you like, that you enjoy, that's good for you, that's a right decision for you. It's an investment. It's a machine that you hold in your pocket every single day. And that being said, it makes even less sense the way I see people treat phones. I get it, accidents happen. The screen gets cracked, it gets dinged, it gets thrown in the toilet, or something spills on it. Those things happen. But a lot of those things are preventable if we just slow down with our devices, if we just stop for a second and realize, hey, this thing's important. Maybe I shouldn't put it on the edge of this table. Maybe I shouldn't put it on the toilet. Maybe I shouldn't put it by the sink. Maybe I shouldn't throw it recklessly in my purse or my pocket where my change sits. And then everyone complains, oh, my phone's all messed up. My phone this, my phone that. If you took better care of your phone, you wouldn't have these issues. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is most people now that are buying phones use the better camera as an excuse to buy a brand new phone. But when you pull your phone out and your lens is all scratched up because of the way you've been taking care of it, and it's all smudgy from your sweat, from your hands, or makeup, or dust, sure, your shots are gonna look really bad when you're at a bar in the middle of the night trying to take a selfie with your friends and you haven't wiped off your lens. Of course your picture's gonna look like that. Of course your pictures are gonna look worse than they probably should, than the way that you want them to look. Just wipe your lens off and go take a picture. Go take a picture and you'll see. I have plenty of pictures on my phone. These are real pictures that I'm showing you right now that are on my phone that I've had for years, from my first iPhone all the way up to today's iPhone. You gotta understand, 2 megapixels is 1920 by 1080. That's the resolution of your standard HD television. And now we're up to what? Some cameras, I've seen Microsoft cameras have 18, 20 megapixels. That's crazy. I think that we need to really adjust our philosophy when it comes to the latest and greatest, especially when it comes to phones, because we're sending the wrong message to these manufacturers. I've had every iPhone with the exception of the 7 because my mindset changed, my perception changed, my whole viewpoint on the industry changed. Now, don't get me wrong. Is your phone old? Sure, go ahead and get a new phone. Is your phone beyond use? Absolutely go get a new phone. A few nicks and dings and this and that, not a big deal. You probably don't need a new phone. Screens can be replaced. Batteries can be replaced. There's ways to do it. Rather than spending a bunch of money on a phone that is not yours and won't be yours because you're going to trade it in, invest in your phone. Hold on to it. Then, when it's paid off, go get a new phone. And you still have the old phone. You can sell it, you can hold on to it for emergencies, you can give it to a family member or friend or someone who's in need, whatever. The point is, it's yours. And all that money that you put into the phone isn't necessarily wasted. Now, if you can afford a new phone every year, just straight up cash, then go for it. This video isn't for you. It's for the average Joe Schmo who has a social life, who uses their phone for the typical apps, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, a couple games. But phones aren't being used the same way they used to. They're not being used for the crazy games and all the new little apps. How many apps do you have on your phone? Right now, go look at your phone. How many apps do you have on your phone that you haven't used in months? They're just sitting there taking up space. And then you're complaining because your phone is coming back at you with an error message saying, well, you don't have the space to do this, you don't have the space to do that. Clean it up, organize it, put it together. I guess the point that I'm making here is, if the only thing that these companies are going to give us is a better camera, don't fall for the marketing ploys. It's not just phones either. Computers are also having the issues as well with being bigger and better and greater than previous generations. We're entering a weird era right now where we're plateauing in terms of growth of our technology. And if we continue to buy and upgrade just because that's what the market wants, then we're giving these companies an excuse to not spend all the money on R&D that they need to in order to bring us those amazing innovations that they used to. I love technology. I've loved technology since I was a little kid. I'm doing a YouTube channel based around technology. But we have to look at the reality of what is happening and what we're doing. The way that we've been doing it is wrong. The way that the companies have been doing it is wrong. We need to change it all up if we're gonna see those awesome features. Here, I got some cool features for you. How about a phone where the body of it, not the screen, has some kind of electro something physicsy something where I can go into one of the system settings and change the physical color of my phone, like those Hot Wheels cars used to be able to pour water on and it would change colors, and it stays like that after you turn it off. What about a phone with absolutely no connectors and you can just plug a cable into it wherever and it allows you to move data back and forth between your computer or your laptop or whatever and your phone? You just plug the cable wherever you want. I mean, those are some features right there. How about the little home button on the iPhone being a joystick for games? Because I'm tired of carrying around my Vita or my 3DS for mobile gaming. I really don't care about Candy Crush. I really don't care about these mobile marketing schemes. That whole market, that whole system where you get hit with microtransactions is giving us less while we're giving them more. If we all can change this mentality, if we all can say, you know what, this phone works, there's no issues with it. I'm not doing the whole eco-conservative thing when it comes to phones. I believe that we should be updating our technology. What I don't think we should be doing is buying into a market that demands us to have the latest and greatest, and it's not even the greatest. And that's my point. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, leave a comment, and definitely subscribe. It helps a lot.